Hi guys, Sparky here. Before this video starts, I just want to give a quick rundown on what's been going on. With my last podcast video, I had some filming issues, on the last episode, so it caused me like a huge delay on that video. It's gonna be a bit different than, my usual podcast videos. Hopefully I'll be done with that one soon, so pray for future Sparky. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for everybody's patience, if anyone even watches my videos. But yeah, thank you, bye.
Welcome back, chismosos and
Chismosas.
chismosos. Oh my god, it's been so long. We have some news.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Oh my god. First of all, before we get into anything, how have you been, Karma? Like, we have barely talked like this in a while.
Gosh darn. Sorry, been busy with school, then got a new job, and just like overall stressed out.
Oh, period. We both got
Finally.
jobs since last time.
Yes.
We're employed.
Finally, we're no longer we're no longer jobless. we're no longer broke.
We're not broke no more. We're getting the bag. We're gonna try to make more content. It might not be as frequent, but I have some. We have a Roblox video we're gonna drop. It's a spooky games that we played, and we might drop some TikToks. We'll see. But yeah, welcome back to Quack on chingaderas. Let's see what chingaderas we come up with today.
Got a big chingadera in the family right now.
Oh god.
Everything's fine.
Okay, big chingadera. Yeah. So I was gonna talk about this today because I was like might as well. It's content and it's not funny. It's scary. But since today we're gonna talk about scary stories today. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it. So I have a little chisme, and you already know. So I have a job, and I work at a grocery store right now, and it's a pretty like calm like grocery store, like calm, but like it's like in a neighborhood, so it's not like a big like city type thing. And I was just chilling at the register. It's my night shift. Night shift is pretty quiet, and this guy like walks in, and automatically he was on my radar because like when they walked in, they were when they walked in, like they looked like they were like looking for someone, and I was like automatically, like, I don't know, I was like getting a vibe. So I was like, oh hell no. And so I didn't think much of it. He came to my register, and like he bought like beer, I think, or I don't know what he bought. I wasn't looking paying attention. I just scanned shit and like tell them how much it is and then give me the money, give me the fucking money. But like yeah, so he just like was like, oh, like, can I ask what your name is? And I just told him like a kind of like an alternate version of my name. And then he was like, okay, like, nice to meet you, and that was it. And I automatically, like, I don't know, I was like, like, maybe he likes me or something. I don't know, that's why he was asking for my name. But yeah, I was like, like, that's a little weird. So I think I texted the group chat. I was like, some guy asked for my name. I don't know. Did I tell you? I think, like, I texted, like,
This is the one from last night, or
yeah,
is this a different?
the one from last
Oh,
night.
yeah, you had sent it in the group chat, and I was so confused what was happening, and then
Yeah.
that's when you texted me privately what was happening, and I'm like,
Yeah. So he had asked for my name, and I didn't think much of it, but I kind of thought it was weird because he was kind of smiling, and I was like, okay, ew. And he was like a man in like his late 40s, And so like then I didn't think much of it, but he came back with his friend this time, and his friends were with him like since they walked in. But like when he came to pay, he just went up to me. It was just him. But anyways, um, they came back. I think he bought like peanuts or some shit, and he came back to my register, and I was like, okay, yo. And like his friend like said something like, oh, like, do you even like those peanuts, or like why are you getting them? And then he like looks at me, he's like, oh, I just came to see her. And he just like he's like awkward as fuck, so he just like walks away kind of. And I go like, I don't know about you guys, but you know how like Hispanic dads make like noises and stuff, they go like, eh. I was like, eh. Like get the fuck, like get out of here, you know. Like I literally made that, and like thinking back on it, I probably should have been more direct, because he's probably like thought I was like joking, you know. But I was like, nah, and he walked away, and I think he got embarrassed because he started laughing, and I was like, okay, I guess that's kind of funny, but like he walked away, and I was like, whatever, and his friend just paid, and then they came back a third time, and that's when I was kind of getting annoyed and like kind of like paranoid, not scared, but like paranoid, like that I'm like, all right, I'm keeping my guard up with these fuckers if they've coming 3 times. Like at this point, it's not to buy shit, it's, like to see me, obviously. So I was like, like you're weird. And so then he comes like before they got to my register. There's a young boy who came, and asked he didn't ask anything. I don't know why I said that. He just like was fucking. I think he asked for a bag. That's what he said. Yeah. And so like I was hella bagging like this shit like really slow. And so, cause like they were coming, and I was like, they're gonna come to my fucking register. And my other coworker, she's like an older lady, but she's really nice. She like came because she saw cause when there's like a line of people, like, and during night shift it's kind of slow, but this time when there's like a line of people, she'll come to the register and help me, you know, like get like go through those people. I kind of wish she would have said something though, but she didn't. Like she was just kind of like standing there, and like she peeked over at them like I'm right here, like come here to the register that's empty. And like they physically like ignored her and like stayed on my in my line, and I was like, oh, I was like, fuck. So the kid that I was bagging his stuff, I was going hella slow, hoping that they would fucking leave, but they didn't. And like I have a thing where I don't look at people in the eye. So like I wasn't even like I knew it was them, but I wasn't like looking at them because I was like, oh, like I know. And so when they came, I just fucking like scanned it. He got the same fucking peanuts he got the second time too. And I was like, dude, like at that point I was like, all right, either like you're under the influence or you're just fucking creepy. Either way doesn't make it right, but like you're creep. And so he got his fucking peanuts again, and I don't remember what he said. I wasn't low key paying attention, but they were trying to like say shit to me. And I think he had just said like, oh, you're so pretty. And I was like, I have a man. Like I was like being like dry as hell with it. I was like I was like,
Wait. Oh, keep going. So sorry. So
n-
sorry.
no, go. What were you gonna say?
Cause you had texted me that part that you told him that you had a man, and he was like, oh, I forgot how you said it in Spanish, but
Oh,
it was like,
he
oh,
said,
what does that matter?
yeah, he said, eso que tiene. And I was like, oh,
There we go.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm-mm.
which, if you guys don't know, eso que tiene, it's kind of like saying, like, what does it have to do with anything? Or, like, why does it matter? So it's like, I was like, oh, hell no. And, like, I don't know what it is. Like, some Hispanic men, like, they don't fucking know what no is. Like y'all need to, like, I don't know. But, like, they just think it's cute to fucking, like, even if a girl has a man, they don't give a fuck. I'm like, y'all are weird. Like, stop. But anyways, I was all like, I basically told him, I was like, no. I was like, yo no soy así. I was like, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna cheat on him. And then, I think his friend was like noticing that I was obviously not laughing. I was like, bro, like, are you dead ass? And his friend was kind of like repeating what I said to him, like, oh, like she has a man, like, stop, kind of thing. And then he just walked away laughing, and that was it. Never saw them again, but like I texted Karma. I texted like all my friends about this, and and they're like, "Dude, you need to walk to your car." Woodsy was so concerned, and I understand his concern, but I was like, I think I'll be fine, cause like every time I get out of work, it's a neighborhood, but it's like pretty. The parking lot is pretty open, and where I park, like there's no way somebody can jump out on me without me seeing them, type thing. Cause like where I park, it's like the parking spot and then a big field of grass, the elementary school, and then it's all open, so I can see the whole like. The only thing is like to the left of me, there's like an alley, but there's lights, so I can kind of see. So like every time I walk like this. I walk like away from the alley so I can have a view of the alley, and then on this side it's railroad tracks. So I have a whole view, and there's a fence. So if somebody tries to jump
I
out
had
at
to
me,
tell you, like, make sure to stay.
yeah,
Like, at least, like, have someone walk you to the car. I got so scared when you had texted me that. I
yeah.
kept looking at your location to make sure you got home.
Oh, no, yeah, like when I usually, so when I count the register, because I have to count the register, and I usually have like this app that I use to make me count faster so I can leave faster. And this time I waited to use it last because I wanted to like wait for the other lady to finish counting too, so we would kind of leave at the same time. So, and like they know that I always leave early because I finish counting quick with the thing. And so like I feel like they kind of felt like, oh, like why is she still here? Because I didn't tell them about what happened, and I should have. It's just like to me, which is sad. It's a common occurrence at the store that men are creepy, and like I didn't want to like fucking like I don't. I honestly, which is bad for me to think, because you should always like be thinking of the worst. But like I don't like to think of the worst sometimes, but I do, in the sense like I don't know, like I just didn't think that they were gonna stay like and like fucking like jump me or something, you know. They didn't seem the type. They just seemed like fucking creepy old men that were just stopping at the store. But three times is weird though. I was like, I think they were either like staying in the car or something, or like they lived nearby because it's a neighborhood. Again, it's a neighborhood. There's a lot of houses. So, but I didn't see them when I went out. When I went out, like my other coworkers were not that far behind. So if something were to happen, they were there, and all our cars were in the same area too. So we all were walking to the same place. So yeah, there's like a parking space where I work, where it's all our coworkers in a line like this, and then the field is right here, and then the main parking lot. So all our cars are most likely always together. So I was okay. I every time I get in my car, I instantly lock the door. So you guys should do that too if you're a girl or anybody, like not even just girls. Like I every time I get in my car, I lock the door because you never know. People are fucking crazy. But that was my chisme of last night at work. But I got paid yesterday, so that was the only slay. But yeah,
That was your reward.
yeah, and
Oh
then
my god, my
I'm
arm.
okay. Arm, she's dancing.
Okay, there we go.
Switched again.
It's because it was like going everywhere, and I'm like, "Where's my arm?"
Oh my god.
No, I don't know if I even mentioned this in previous episodes, but when you had told me that they came in 3 times, it reminded me of my story where I don't remember if I was still I don't think I was a minor. I think I was um I can't remember if it was my senior year of high school or my freshman year of college. I was working um I don't know if they're still up. I heard they closed down. Forever 21. I don't know if you've shopped there before.
I have. I don't know if they're still up either. I think they are.
I think they are in few places, but they just closed down over here at the mall. I used to work there for like maybe 3-4 months around there. It
Mhm.
was fine, but I had to quit due to some personal issues. And I remember I was like waiting at the food court because I had classes in the morning, so I would go to work like in the evening to close.
Mhm.
And um the stores in the mall, I think they close at 8 or 9, but the movie theater above it closes like at 10 or 11, really depends on the movie.
Yeah.
Um, I remember I was just sitting um by like one of the like booth area. So there's like a middle like where people can walk, and then the food stands on the side, and then the seating area is right here. I remember I was sitting on the left side, and I was just like on my phone. I was crying because again I had just quit and I was going through things. And then this random guy, I still remember how he looks like. He was like about 6'1" around there. He was
Mhm.
kind of skinny. Um he was white. He had like light brownish hair, kind of greenish eyes. Um I remember like he had like a scruff beard, kind of like it wasn't a beard. It was just like oh my God, what is that? There's a specific name for it. Um, I'm not gonna describe it, but he was wearing all black, and I remember he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, do you remember me? Like, we talked earlier. We said we were gonna go out to eat." And I'm like,
Uh,
"Sir, who are you?" Like, I don't. So I immediately started wiping my face because I was embarrassed that I was crying, and this random guy just like came up to me,
yeah.
and then I was like, "Oh, I think you have me mistaken by somebody else because literally I don't talk to anyone. When I go to work, I just like go like get a drink and then go straight to the store."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, no, yeah, 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 we were gonna get something to eat." And I'm like, "No, sorry, you have me mistaken for somebody else." And I tried to like look away, but then he like got in between like the tables. So there was one in front of me and one beside me. He got in between and he like kind of towered over me, and he was like, "Oh, then let's go get something to eat, like something." And I'm like,
Ew.
yeah, I was like, "Who are you?" And then he said, "Don't worry, like my car's outside, like I'll wait for you." And I'm like, "No, I have a ride." And that's when like the alarm like in my head started going off. I'm like, "This is not right. Something's not right."
Mhm.
So then he's like, "No, no, no, like I'll wait for you, like I'll meet you outside." And he leaves, and I notice a black car coming to park right in front of like where the entrance was. And I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get snatched." So I
Oh my
immediately
god.
like I called my brother, and I'm like, "Where are you? Like this is an emergency. Like start speeding. I don't care what happens. Like somebody is outside waiting for me."
Mhm.
And he was like, "Oh my God, what the hell's going on?" And I even had to call my sister, and we were all on the phone, and I'm just telling them the description of him, and I'm like, "Yeah, he's outside, like he's in the car. His windows are tinted and everything." Like it was just like it was sketchy. So then um that's when like people from the movie theater started coming down, and then this couple would sat down, and I'm just standing like in the middle of the area. Like I just got out of my seat because I was ready to like run it outside when my brother got home. Oh, not home. When he came to pick me up. Um, but then I noticed the guy coming out of his car and coming back inside. And I'm like, so I immediately went towards the couple. They were so sweet. I felt bad that I interrupted their date. But I was like, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry. Like, there's this guy, he's following me, and he won't leave me alone." And he saw me talking to the couple, and he immediately left. My brother finally came, and and they walked me to the car. They were so sweet. They walked me to the car, and I like look over, and that same guy is parked like nearby with his lights like really bright so we can't see like through
Ew.
the window, and he's shining them at me, and I'm like, "Oh my God." So then I get in the car, and yeah, that was it. That's my little scary story. So I'm like,
Girl, that's fucking terrifying.
yeah, I hardly go there on my own now, or at least I would go in the daytime.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was one of my like scary moments. Ugh,
Oh my god. Why are some guys creepy as hell? Like, ugh, I can't.
I don't know. I don't like to think what would happen if like I had walked out like that. Like
No,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like I
You were
overthink.
no, you were smart. You were even though you were scared, it was smart that you went like for that couple.
It's
Like,
because as a kid, I would see like a lot of these stranger danger videos. So I would always tell myself, I'm gonna do this to avoid that. And I
yeah.
guess I finally kind of replayed the situation, and I'm like, okay, I need to do this to avoid that.
You're like, it's happening, it's happening.
Like it's happening. All right, this is my moment.
Dude, my mom would do the same thing. My mom would watch a lot of like Criminal Minds, so like I would watch like some of them with her. So like, or as a kid, like I was all like aware of danger, and like I wasn't like, I guess, naive as much. Like obviously I was still a kid and I was still a little stupid sometimes, but like I was like aware. Like there's a time where I thought, I don't know if I mentioned this on here before either, but there's a time where my dad sent me like to go get like bread or something from the store, and like the auto shop was like behind the store, and like on my way back this van was like behind me creeping, and I started running. It was like the typical
The grabber.
kidnapper van. No, it was literally,
The
it was
grabber.
it was the typical white kidnap van, and I fucking sprinted. I was like, hell no, I'm not ending up on the news. And I remember getting in the car and throwing the bags of bread in the truck. I was like,
Oh
can I
my
quit?
god! You're like, Ben.
I I honestly don't think they were after me because the auto shop was right there, and I think they were going in there. But still, I was not taking the chance. I was like, hell no,
No risks. Just go.
fuck no. I was not about to fucking end up on the news.
It's funny. Oh my god.
God.
Okay. Anything else? Or do we go jump right in with spooky experiences before the stories? Or
I have some spooky experiences that I've had. I don't know if I've told you. I'm pretty sure I have. I've told you a lot of things at this point. Good, but
spill.
I don't know. Ever since I've been a kid, like I've always believed in the paranormal, and like I always felt like there was some type of like presence, and like all my life. I don't know if it's bad or good. I feel like it's most of the time it's been good because it hasn't really hurt me, but it's creepy. Um, I remember as a kid vividly a memory where I was laying in my bed and I had like the blanket like pulled off of me like really hard. So either that was something bad or a ghost telling me to wake the fuck up, you know? but like
Oh no.
but like it would, after that, like I don't remember much. This was in my old house, and like I remember I had a Baby Alive doll. And at the time, I think I had already seen Chucky, so like maybe that thought was put in my head. But I swear to God, one time, we went to my grandma's house, and my grandma lived kind of like in the orchard type thing, and like she lived in the orchard, so there's not a lot of houses nearby. And I was in the car, and my mom just left me in the car, and it was nighttime, and I had my Baby Alive in there because I had been begging my parents for one for Christmas that year. And like she started talking by herself, and the only way that she can speak is like if you press like a button on her like wrist, I'm pretty sure. But even then she didn't have batteries, so tell me why this bitch was talking.
That's Chucky right there.
Yeah. So, and like she was, I'll put a picture up like right here if y'all want to see, but like her face was like those like it felt like skin, not real skin obviously because it was a toy, but like, you know, that fake rubber skin on dolls, it was like that.
Oh, uh-huh.
And like if you put your finger like in her mouth, like she could probably bite you. like like it was like
Oh my god.
because like she was like a robot, like not animatronic, but like you know what I mean. She's a robot. Like she had like a mechanism in her mouth that would make her like eat food, you know, like fake doll food, and she would shit it out. But like my mom never bought me the food, obviously, because like it probably costs like money, like a lot of money for the replacement food. I'm pretty sure she came with some, but obviously I used it all, or my mom threw it away. I don't know, but she had play food, and the only thing I could give her was water. So she had diapers, she'd piss herself, whatever. But that
Oh
bitch,
my
like
god.
when she started talking, that was it for me. Like I never wanted her again. And my mom like sent her to Mexico. Like my mom gave her to my grandma,
Like,
so
alright,
she
it's gone.
yeah, my mom gave her to my grandma, so my grandma could give it to some little girl in Mexico. So she's probably somewhere out there in Mexico or in the trash.
Oh,
Can you imagine? I'm
oh
gonna go to
no.
Mexico in December and I see her somewhere over there. Oh no, I'd
She's gonna be
scream.
like, you remember me? I'm right here.
Nah, hell no. But like that was one of my creepy experiences, and it's either two things. Either my something was attached to me since I've been a kid, or like something like I don't know, it follows me because my grandma's house at that house it was kind of haunted. I don't know if this is true.
Sweet.
I don't know if this is true. I could be wrong. I could have made it up in my head as a kid and I still believe it or something. But I heard somewhere that that house was built on a cemetery. So
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's true, but from what I know, like I'll search it up. I'll do some research because
Mhm.
someone told me that once. It could have been like my cousin lying or something, but apparently the house was built like on an old cemetery. So I don't know. It could be true. But a lot of things have happened to me
Oh.
at my grandma's house too. She doesn't live there anymore, but like a lot of things have happened there. But
Mhm.
that's one thing. But on like when we moved to the house I live in now, that's when shit started to get more like active, I guess. So maybe
Oh my
it's
god.
so either something is here or something has followed me or I don't know what. But ever since I had moved here, I had always like experienced something, and my nightmares. I ever since I was a kid, I would have really bad night terrors about really fucked up stuff. That I don't know why I would have that as a kid, but I would. But when I moved here, they just started to get really bad. They were like very like like a lucid dreamer, I guess. So it was like this one dream I had, and I remember it. Um I had a dream about a nun, and like we were talking about my dreams in the dream. She was but we were talking to each other in Spanish, and I was telling her like, oh, like yo sueño cosas malas, and then she's like, oh, ya sé, like I know that you do, and like it was like weird, and then she saw like ya sé que she said ya sé que tú lo puedes ver, and I was like, what do you mean, like who?
Ew.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, who are you talking about? Who am I? Who can I see? And then she does this. She does this shit. She goes like this. Like,
Oh, I'm putting my
yeah,
foot up because I don't want it dangling on the side of the bed anymore.
yeah. She does this shit. She's like while she's looking at me, she'll like do this, and then I look over to see what she's pointing at, and it's like a shadow, and it looks like a wolf kind of thing, but it was like I could feel negative energy from it, I guess, like it was
Oh
evil.
no.
So I don't know if that was supposed to be the devil or like some demon or what. But and then I was like, what the fuck? And this is when it gets creepy. I never told my mom this, by the way, because if I told my mom this, like she would freak because it's like a religious thing, you know. So when I looked back at the nun, she was holding a cross like this towards me, and it caught on fire. And then I was like,
Ew, stop.
yeah. So I was like, alright, either somebody's doing witchcraft on me or like this house is fucking haunted or like what the fuck. But my dream continued to be like completely different. It was fucking crazy. It was like after that I was like getting chased by like a serial killer or something. Like it was like a whole thing. And then like it's like somehow my dream switched like to something peaceful. Like if it was something like changing the channel, and it was so
Mhm.
weird because like it changed, and I was like on the beach on a bike, and I was on my way to the airport for some reason, and it was Puerto
Oh my god.
Vallarta. Yeah, it was Puerto Vallarta, like on in Mexico. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, why am I like? Why did like what the fuck? How do you go from demons to peacefully going on a bike on the beach? Like, what the fuck? But that was my dream, and I've had a lot of fucked up ones. I haven't had anything too crazy other than the one I told you about earlier. But that wasn't really like scary to me. But like demonic wise, I haven't had anything in a while. But I did at one point, and I don't know if this was this wasn't me dreaming for sure. I don't know if there's I think there's a thing called, I don't know if you've heard of this, but like when you're awake but you're still dreaming. I don't know, not like sleep, not like sleep paralysis, but like cuz I
Oh,
could I could move. Like it's not like, or maybe I fucking actually saw it and like, this I'm trying to find words so I can like hope I'm not crazy or schizophrenic or something because
I'm learning
like
about this. I think I know what you're talking about.
but
You're saying you're awake but asleep?
well, that's like the best way I can describe it because what I saw. So this is what happened. Let me explain it to you, and then you can diagnose me or something. I don't know, but like, um, so I was in my bed and I just instantly sit up. Like I don't know why. I don't remember if I had like a nightmare or what. I sit up and I see a pair of like scissors. I did tell my mom about this, and I think she kind of freaked out, and she told my dad about it too. I saw, and I remember them. I remember what they look like, and I'll post a picture here too. But like, um, it was like old scissors, like really old looking scissors. Like like back in the day, like people had like these heavy, like metal looking scissors. Like they look like antique type scissors, and they're black.
Oh, I think we still have them in this household. I'll send a picture later.
But it was like a pair of scissors, and I was laying on my bed, right? And I see like a pair of scissors like floating like this, like right in front of me. And I'm awake. I'm not dreaming. I'm not like nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, at this point, I'm kind of like freaking out, but I'm like, I'm sitting up looking at these pair of scissors. And then when I look at them, they drop. And I instantly like start looking on my bed like this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? Like, what was I looking at? Like, it looked like,
Maybe
and there
they.
was,
What the fuck?
like,
Wait, that sounds too real. I don't think you were asleep at all. Never mind. I think you
that's
actually saw something paranormal.
No, yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it sounds fucking fake, but I swear to God, I know what I saw, and like, I wasn't asleep, so it wasn't like me like. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? I turned on the lights too, and I was like looking all over for my bed for this fucking pair of scissors, and there was nothing, nothing, and like, then after that, I was like, dude, that's why I have trouble sleeping. That's why I have trouble sleeping because I feel like I'm gonna see something if it's too quiet, and I don't like the silence. I've talked about this with you before. I don't like when it's too quiet, like at night. Like I can't. I need to like hear noise, or like I'll watch like YouTube or TikTok to like, and I'll pass out. But and I don't feel like lonely in this room because I have my fucking cats. But like I don't know, it was just fucking weird. I was like, what the fuck? That was the one time I was like scared because like I was like, what was that? Like I don't know how to describe what I fucking saw. And that wasn't the first time that had happened. That was the only time I saw the scissors. I had never seen them again. But after that, I think for like 2 nights in a row, I saw like um a spider. Like it was a giant spider like on my ceiling, and it was like crawling down like on a web like to me. And when I would see it disappear in front of me. Like that's how like weird it was. So, and I've seen that like 2 times now, the spider. So either somebody's doing witchcraft on me or this house is haunted. I don't know. But
Oh my god. You
have
were
I
stuck. I'm
did I
still.
ever tell you? I've never told you that, the scissor one. I thought I did.
I I feel like the one that sounded familiar to me was the nun one.
Oh yeah, I've told
I
that
don't
one
think you
for
told
sure.
me about the scissors.
Yeah,
Not that I
well,
remember.
that was like, I think last year. Like it was a while ago. Wasn't that like? But after that, like I have trouble sleeping at night now because of that. Because I feel like I'm gonna see some shit again. And like I feel like it was. I don't know. I was talking about this with my friend's mom the other day, because she's my manager and she believes in the paranormal too. Because the store that I work at is also apparently haunted, and I have another thing to tell you about that in a second. But
Oh my god.
Yeah, so either something is following me there too, but I'm pretty sure there was already ghosts there too, because they had told me before that it was haunted. But yeah, um, I was talking to her about the ghosts and stuff, and she says maybe like something is attached to you, and it just follows you. And I was like, "Fuck!" Well, I wonder what the fuck it is, because it's been annoying. But I told her this. This is what I told her, because my dad went to an auction a while ago, and he brought back this mirror. It's like old ass fucking mirror, and he's like, "Oh, I brought it for you," and like it was on the floor of my room for the longest time, and I would use it, but like I wouldn't, like it was kind of a waste of space, so I got rid of it. After I got rid of it, I feel like stuff stopped, so maybe something was attached to that mirror that was also sketch. And yeah, but even before the mirror stuff happened, so maybe not, but maybe it was something else evil on that mirror. But there's that, and I'll tell you what happened at work, and then you can tell me whatever you want, because I've been yapping all this
Oh
time.
god.
But
No, you're fine.
I have a lot of shit that's happened to me, like oh, it's crazy. But
I know I've experienced some paranormal things, but nothing that crazy. Like, this is worthy for another Conjuring movie. Just
no,
saying.
that ass, like fuck, like where's Ed and Lorraine when I need them now? Like shit.
No, literally get
Nope.
interviewed and everything. Oh my god.
No, yeah,
No,
I've had like I oh sorry.
no, keep going, keep going.
I've had them touch me too, like not like touch me, but like touch me,
Touch.
but like I've had them like touch me in the back, like they poked my shoulder once, and like they've jiggled my doorknob, like shit like that. I swear to God,
Ew, no.
I've seen
That's terrifying.
I've seen shadows, and this is gonna make me sound schizo, but I haven't heard this in like ever since this moment. When I went to Mexico, I think it was in when did I go? I went to Mexico a while ago. I think might have been in February when I went to go see my nephew. In February,
Oh, uh-huh.
I went and we stayed at my dad's cousin's house. We're really close with her, so we stayed at her like when we were coming back home. But we stayed at her house for like a day before we went to the airport the next day. So they let us stay in one of the rooms, and I don't know what it was. I could not fucking sleep. Like I could not. I had trouble sleeping, and every time now that I think about it, every time that we've stayed there, I can't sleep. I can't fucking sleep at night. This time, I swear to God, I heard voices like whispering, and I remember I was trying to sleep, and it was me and my mom in the bed, because it was just me and my mom and my brother, and my brother was sleeping in the living room, so it was me and my mom in the bed. And so I heard somebody say like hey, like really loud, like if they were like in my ear. And I woke up, and like obviously it was fucking nobody, and like I saw like the bathroom light turn on by itself too. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna pretend like, because I'm to ghost now, I guess, that I was like, fuck it, like I'm not that scared of them. I'm not gonna show them like I'm scared. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. I could not sleep. Like I heard like voices like saying things like throughout the night, and they were all in Spanish. So I was like, what the fuck, dude? So I couldn't sleep, and then I just got on my phone, and I like noticed like later on the Google Maps, their house is right next to the cemetery.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, fuck. I was like, that's fucking why, dude. I keep hearing shit. Like, the fucking cemetery's right there. And I'm like, the whole night, like, they were talking to me, like, type shit. And I honestly felt like a schizophrenic. Like, I was like, dude, was this what it feels like? And I think I told Dish.
Just
I
writing
told,
it down.
I think, yeah, dude. I think I told Dish, and I think I told you, and I was like, guys, like, I don't want to fucking like sound like I'm crazy, but I'm hearing voices. Like what
You're
the
not
fuck?
crazy.
No, but it gets worse, Karma. It gets worse. I wait. So I end up falling asleep eventually, and I wake up and I tell my mom, and I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, I might as well. And I kind of told my mom, and then my dad's cousin heard, and her daughter heard too, and they're like, oh, like, she told me, she's like, oh, when I used to be a kid, like the daughter told me, she's like, when I used to be a kid and I'd sleep in that room, I couldn't sleep either. I would hear stuff there too, and like they would always scare me.
Oh, well,
And
okay. Well,
yeah,
that explains so much.
I was like, I was like, why the fuck did y'all not tell me this earlier? I would have not been sleeping in there if y'all told me. That's probably why they didn't tell me. But I was like, yeah, like I used to see it. You know what she said? She's like, I used to see this clown in there, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, what?
Oh, it's me.
Dead ass. I was like, what clown? But like, yeah, and then she told me like her quince pictures. Guess where they were? In the cemetery. She took her
What? You know what? I won't question it.
she took her quince pictures at the cemetery, and they had caught a monja in the pictures, like in the
Oh.
background.
Oh,
So,
no. No, thank you.
so that was that, and yeah, fuck. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I'll be quick with this. So, at work, my coworker said it was haunted there, and she says, like my friend also works there, and she said, like what she does is like, cause her mom told her, when you go in the freezer, cause apparently the freezer is haunted and there's like an old man in there that doesn't let you work. And
Oh, okay.
I had only gone in the freezer once, and like it was okay. I just like always leave the door really open, cause I'm like, I don't want to fucking see shit in here. But she had told me like what she does is she tells her daughter like, hey, when you go in here, just be like, hey, like, to the ghost, like, hey, like, I'm in here to work, I'm not gonna bother you, let me work in peace, and that's it. So like that's what he does. um I was working a night shift one day, and these tongs that we have for the food fell off. I don't know how they fell off. There's no way they could have fallen off. They fell off. They like flew off somehow. I went over, I picked them up, they fell again later, and I was like, there's no way they could have fell that time.
Ew.
They were on the counter, like, not even on the edge, like, on the counter, so, like, there's no way. So they fell. And then I put them back, and that was the last time they fell. Then, I was just chilling on the register, in front of me, like, there's, like, this rack of, like, bread, like, these little, like, pastry thingies. One of them fell off, and I was like, oh, hi. Like, and like it was like during when I was clocking out, so I completely forgot about it. I clocked out and left. I was like, yeah, bye. But
no, I'm off the clock.
yeah. And I told my friend about that, and then I told her mom about it. Her mom, she's like, dude, that happened too, because her son works there too. And she's like, dude, that happened to him too. And I was like, what? Like what? She said
Oh, hell
literally.
no.
She said literally the other day they were working, and in the other aisle where the actual like the big loaves of breads are and stuff, one of them like fell off, like if it was thrown, and then another one was thrown too, like 2 times.
No.
So like,
No.
and I was talking to my friend about it, and I was like, do you think like the ghosts are like shopping or something, and they just like dropped the food on accident trying to pick them up? Like they're
like,
just
oh my god, I want this.
yeah. But I'm like, that's like the only thing that's happened to me at work. But that's enough ghost stories for me. Do you have anything?
I can only think of 2 paranormal things that happened to me, and then I have 2 stories of my apparently my elementary school and high school were haunted, and I just didn't know about this. Oh, actually, let's do 3. I think I just remembered 3 one, but
Okay.
they're kind of short. The first one I can remember, I don't know if I was like delusional or maybe I was a schizo too.
Okay.
But this happened to me when I was like, I would have to say like 6 or 7. So I used to share a room with my younger sister, and we used to have bunk beds. So my younger sister, sometimes she would sleep in the bottom bunk with me, because she just couldn't sleep for some reason. So this is one of the reasons why I now have my door closed and I no longer like to have it open when I go to sleep. I don't know why I would have it open when I was a kid, but I would just have it open. So we had the lights on and I was just minding my business. I don't remember what I was doing. I was just laying down and then all of a sudden I see a tall figure walking through the door. And I remember the shorts looked like cargo shorts, but gray. But I wasn't able to see like the person's head or anything. He looked kind of broad. Um, he had like a plaid shirt. I remember the colors being like blue, gray, and white.
Mm-hmm.
But that scared me because there was nobody that tall, that broad, but the shirt and the shorts looked so familiar that I thought it was my brother. But for some reason, when I saw the person, I hid under the covers and I'm like, no, like I cannot peek out. Like do not peek out, do not peek out, do not peek out. I remember I would ask the next day, like, hey, did anyone come into the room to check in on us? And everyone would say no. So I'm like, what the heck? That memory has always been like in the back of my head and I would just remember from time to time. And from then on I would always have my door closed. Um
Mm.
so the other two paranormal things that happened, one was during my sophomore year, I believe. So unfortunately, during that time my brother had passed away. And obviously, I was depressed, but I remember I was um walking down the hall getting ready to go to class. And but the hallways were empty. I don't know if it was like if I was late. I can't remember if I was late. But I was heading to class and I thought maybe my hair got caught in my backpack or I thought of that after. So as I'm walking, I feel something grab like a good not a whole chunk of it, but like a few strands of my hair
Oh hell no.
enough to pull my head back. And I'm like, whoa. So, and I look around and I'm like, cause I thought maybe it was a friend that did that. I look behind me and I'm like, uh, what's going on? So I'm just like walking and I'm thinking to myself, like, it was probably my backpack. Like, it had to be my backpack. But a little part of me kind of hoped, like, maybe it was my brother and he was just trying to cheer me up in a way.
Pull your greñas to
The
like.
the way we yeah, literally, but like in a joking way. It wasn't like
Oh
aggressive. That's how
yeah,
we
yeah.
joked around. Every time one of us is sad, we try to make each other laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes we piss each other off even more.
Yeah.
So his terms were always like he would like annoy me or he would say like punk or something like that. So I'm like, oh okay, it was probably him bugging me at this point. The
Yeah.
third one that I still remember, it happened on Mother's Day. I was eating with my mom and we were just talking and we were talking about my brother and she would tell me about all the stuff that he had done for her on the last time that they spent Mother's Day together.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, um there was this small little plate in front of us. I s- we were our hands were not near it. They were like our hands were on like on each other's laps. And then all of a sudden the plate like does a full 360 and it comes closer towards the edge and it just
Stop.
stops. And I was like, what the hell? Like I saw it. Like I saw it and I was like, what the heck? And but then I looked at my mom because I'm like, please tell me she saw it. Please tell me I'm not crazy. And she didn't say anything. She just smiled. And I was like, oh,
Oh
like,
hell
so
no.
we assumed she was just like she like thought it was our like my brother. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, we'll think of it like that. Because
Yeah.
after that, nothing happened, like nothing bad. Like we were
Mm-hmm.
literally talking about him on Mother's Day and just yeah, that was one of the things that happened. Um, so to those little creepy stories. So I had texted my younger sister that I would be with you today here.
Mhm.
And she was like, you should tell them about um the elementary school and our high school. And I'm like, I remember there were stories, but I just don't remember specifically what.
Mhm.
So she wrote down for this. I remember that in the elementary school, there's a little girl in the second floor girls' bathroom, like a ghost girl. She turns on the sink, and sometimes there's handprints of on the mirror.
Oh, what
So
the
I didn't
fuck?
know about that. I was like, what? What happened? What happened to that girl? How did she die? Like, what's going on? And then this actually happened to her apparently. While she was in high school, my sister would had joined a theater club. So they were doing this play called The Crucible. This is what she said. Um, in school, we were doing The Crucible. There was a really bad sickness that spread around to the cast. People were sick from like germs, people fainted, people were getting injured, and ever since um after that, there's been a ghost on the balcony that shows up, and he's a tall man, and he just walks across the balcony.
What
And I'm
the
like, hello?
fuck?
Like, why would you
What?
say that? So
What do you
apparently,
mean
yeah,
there's a tall
that's like,
man?
yeah, I don't know, like, I never really, I knew there was like haunting stories in that high school and in the elementary school, but I just completely forgot about them. And then she reminded me of those, but I didn't know that she had, let alone experienced that one. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, don't bring it home.
No. Oh my
But
god.
that's about it. That's all I got. Mm-mm.
That's actually fucking scary though. Mm-mm-mm. Do you
I don't know if
wanna?
we want to get into the Reddit stories.
I was gonna
Oh,
say let's get in the Reddit stories.
okay, okay. Oh, I had a good one, but it got away. Oh, wait, I got it.
Let me see.
Uh,
You go first while I set mine up.
okay, wait. No, I skipped that one. I didn't like that one. Damn, like I lost a good one. It was kind of long. Oh, okay. I got this one, but it's kind of short. So I'll
Okay.
do I start reading it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this was posted 11 years ago. Um, the question was, what is your most disturbing, scary, or creepy real story? So someone replied with, a few years ago, I was walking through the woods off the beaten track a bit, and I smelled this really overpowering sweet smell. Being nosy, I pulled back the undergrowth to have a look and found a dead body.
What?
Okay. The guy had clearly been there a while and wasn't looking great. Well, obviously. I
Yeah.
don't know. All swollen and green and black with various runny bits. The local wildlife had also been dining well for a few days. I called the police, who told me to wait with the body until they arrived. Being in the middle of nowhere where it took a while for them to arrive and it got dark, I just sat there. Oh my god, this guy's spelling is not good.
Okay,
I
grammar.
just sat there in I'm sorry, it's just like it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, wait, what is this? What are you talking about? And I just sat there in the dark with him for a long time. It turned out he had committed suicide. Oh, he had committed suicide for a long time afterwards. I had dreams about him. He would talk to me and not nice things. Oh, okay. Mainly about how he was angry I had disturbed his resting place and he wanted me to kill myself. Probably just my imagination, but all pretty disturbing at the time. He still turns up in my dreams from time to time, and no doubt will be tonight after typing this. Ah, look, he's gonna be like, so you're talking shit about me online. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. He's all like, I recognize this while watching our podcast.
Oh, I found another one, and it has an update with it.
Oh, go ahead.
um, okay. This is 100% true, even though most people I tell this in real life don't believe me.
Uh-oh.
When I was really little, my parents would let me stay up late on the weekends and watch TV until I fell asleep. I really loved these times, and I could stay up later than anybody else just because I could. Well, one night I was almost asleep on the couch when I heard a noise on our front porch. It was the sound of our old-fashioned porch swing moving back and forth. I was a little scared, so I crept towards the bay windows of my living room and peeked out towards the porch. Sitting on my front porch swing was an older woman, probably in her 50s, wearing nothing but a nightgown, covered in blood, and holding a huge kitchen knife. I flipped out immediately and ran screaming into my parents' room, but was too terrified to form words. My parents saw that I was upset, but when I was finally able to tell them what I saw, my dad got really angry and told me that it was just a dream and to go back to bed. I refused and kept crying and screaming until he had enough and snatched my arm and dragged me towards the front door to prove that nothing was there. Ah, what a bitch. Sorry. I kicked and screamed all the way trying to make him stop, but he kept pulling me. Finally, we got to the door. He unlocked it, swung it open, and said, "See, there's nothing there." To this day, I have never seen the look of fear and shock that was on his face when the woman turned and stared at both of us and slowly stood up with the knife.
What?
My dad slammed the door shut and got my mom to call the police while he went and got his gun. He went back to the door with a 12 gauge, and cracked the door enough to stick the barrel out.
Oh
He
my
asked her what
god.
she was doing, and she said somebody killed my husband, but it wasn't me. My dad told her that the police were coming. She freaked out and grabbed the knife and walked away. The police found her 15 minutes later trying to bring it to one of our neighbor's house. I never slept in the living room again. Edit. Oh yeah, I forgot that after she left, my dad called and warned my crazy uncle who lived next door what was happening. Apparently, he was waiting on his front porch with his shotgun. When she walked by, he pointed at her and just said, "Keep moving, bitch."
Oh god.
This is the update. I just talked to my mom and she said that she's never really found out the whole story, but apparently she was crazy and off her medication. Her and her husband got into a fight and she tried to attack him with the knife, but didn't seriously hurt him. When he got out of the house, she cut herself with the knife, either trying to commit suicide or make it look like her husband did it. The police never talked to us about it, so that's what they heard from the woman's neighbors.
Damn.
That's terrifying. Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay, I have one. 1 second. Let me pull it up again.
You got one?
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'm trying to read it so I can see at the same time. Okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Let me switch this real quick. Okay, I have one. It is. I was about 4 or 5 years old and my parents had just separated. My mom was living in a 2-bedroom apartment and I had my own room, but I preferred to sleep in her bed whenever I was staying with her. Our two bedrooms were at the end of the hallway directly across from each other. Our apartment was on the first floor and I remember that it was in the middle of the summer and my mom had the window open for her room, which was directly behind the bed above the headboard. Anyways, I woke up in the middle of the night and remember sitting up and seeing that our cat was sitting in the door frame of my mom's room. Her door was open and you could partly see in my bedroom. This was oh my god, they can't spell either. This was this was This was strange because our cat was typically always in the bed with us. As I was watching him, he walked into my bedroom and meowed. I turned to face my mom and wake her up. In 3 or 4 seconds, it took her to wake up and ask me what was wrong. We both looked back up in the door frame, and there was a man standing by my open door, making his way out of my bedroom. I still don't know how she managed to do it so quickly, but my mother proceeded to pick me up and literally throw me out of the screen window again. We were on the first floor, and it was maybe 3 foot drop to the ground. She quickly followed, and we were able to start screaming for help, and someone called 911. The police came, but they didn't see any signs of forced entry, only that our front door was unlocked, which led them to believe the man must have exited that way. The strange thing is that the strange thing was that my mom swore up and down that she had locked up the door that night with the deadbolt chain lock. About a week later, she was cleaning the kitchen and opened up our water heater closet and found a notebook with names and drawings. Oh no. As well as a pair of gloves and some gum wrappers. The police were called again, but all they could do was speculate that the man had been in our house and hid until we were asleep.
Ew. That's
Could you-
ew.
Ew. He was like
Putting
living
my
in the
feet back
attic
up.
or something. Well, no.
I don't know why that story reminded me of like, I'm pretty sure we've all done this where we like go on YouTube, search up scary videos, you know. I
Yeah.
remember seeing this one where this guy set up a camera and I think it was in his kitchen and like because I think he said he kept hearing stuff, but he just didn't know what it was. So
Mhm.
when he finally went to sleep, it was dark. And you know those attics where it's like the it's like a weird ceiling thing that you have to pull
Oh
down
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that's when
Yeah.
the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing comes down and a fucking lady starts climbing down and she's
Ew.
just like doing her own thing. But she's being weird about it. And I think she's like climbing the counters and everything like that. And then finally that's when she like went back up, closed it carefully, and then she's like, yeah, yeah, my boy.
What the fuck?
I was like, what the
Oh
yeah, I
no.
was like I thought that was like I don't know if it was like fake or anything like that, but I was just like, wow.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Hold on, let me find it. I had good ones too, but I can't find them.
It's because we got out of the app.
Oh, should we do Am I the Asshole?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, let me find
Are
one.
you the asshole? Vamos a ver.
A ver, chismoso time.
I'm trying to activate the thing again, but I don't know how I do it. I just whack it.
Boing. This one sounds. What was that?
I had a balloon and I didn't know I could pop it.
Oh. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wait, what the hell? Wait, do it again, do it again. I'm so entertained. I'm seeing if the camera picks it. Oh, it does. That's how we should start our videos now. Yay!
I hope. Yay! The little
Hold
kids
on, hold
hear
on.
me.
Here. Okay. I found one. It
Mhm.
says, or is it? Should I do this one? It says, "Am I the asshole for telling my husband he's too broke to be sexist?"
Oh god. Go ahead. Let's see.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my husband he's too broke to be sexist? So my husband comes from a traditional family. Mom's a SAHM. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
SHAM?
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it's a
Sham.
stay at home mom.
Oh.
We're so stupid. A shop. These fucking acronyms. They can't keep up with them. Okay, so she's a
Because we don't
stay-at-home
read
mom.
these stories.
Yeah, she's a stay-at-home mom. Father was the sole provider. I come from the opposite. My mother pretty much forbade from ever being financially dependent on a man and drilled that into me early on. Period, as you should. My husband worked hard to unlearn the values he saw replicated at his home. He often more than pulled his weight at home, was engaged and present father and a genuine partner. The one thing that grinds my gears is weight he puts on um how much weight he puts on the opinions of his family. I get that we all want our parents to be proud of us, but this is too much. My in-laws are staying with us for 2 weeks. Our usual MO is a prep breakfast. Um, we all eat lunch, work, and school, and my husband makes dinner. We have a cleaner, but she's on holiday, so in the meantime, we are drying. We are um. Oh my god, why can't people spell on Reddit? Sorry. we we are drying the cleaning where it's down to everyone to keep their space clean and common spaces we all clean. This is how we've always done it, and it works. My in-laws hate that I'm one of the modern moms or modern women. They hate that I work, they hate that I don't find my purpose in being a wife and mother, and they hate that my husband pulls his weight at home. We spoke pretty frankly early on where I established my boundaries and told them I won't be chasted and um about how I lived in my life in my home. When I am a guest in their home, I accommodate their ways and play the DIL daughter-in-law they wish, I guess, is what they meant. Down to fuck. I thought that's what I was gonna say. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, see, this is why I
Oh,
can't read this. Maybe I don't know how to read. That's the problem. They wish.
no.
they They have, for the most part, respected this. I got home yesterday after work, tired and starving. Oh my god, can I not read? I typically get home at 8:15 um to 8:30, and we eat at 9. Oh, this is like military time. I don't know. Um, I said quick hellos and ran for a pre-dinner shower. When I came down, I went to the kitchen to help set up for dinner and found nothing ready. I asked my husband about it, but he wouldn't look at me, and his mother answered that he hadn't cooked anything. She told me I needed to do my duty as a wife and cook for my family. My coward of a husband still wasn't looking at me. I just walked away and ordered takeout. I dished up for me and my kids, and we sat at the table to eat. My husband and his parents served themselves and joined us. My mother-in-law was still going on about what's wrong with me and why I was a failure. I asked my husband if he had anything to said his mother had a point and it wouldn't hurt if I acted more like a proper woman and took better care of my home and children. He said traditional was traditional for a reason and it was kind of
Strike.
insult. Oh, yeah?
I don't know if it was me, but you sounded like kind of far for a moment.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What was the last thing you heard?
Um, she sat down with the kids to eat the takeout, and then the mother-in-law, I believe, it was saying like, "Why are you such a failure?" And then the wife looks
Okay.
at the husband to see if he had an opinion.
Okay, yeah. So then she said that his mom had a point and that it wouldn't hurt if she acted more like a proper woman and took better care of my home and children. He said tradition was tradition for a reason and it was kind of insulting that I thought I was too good for how he was raised. This is where I might be the asshole. I told him tradition won't allow a man on a 3K to support a family of 5 and he was too broke to be sexist. He looked hurt, and I saw tears welling in his eyes. He excused himself from the table. I regret saying this in front of our children, but him saying that to me after I'm busting my ass to clean up his mess on top of having to deal with his parents was too much. Am I the asshole? Mm.
In in my opinion, I don't think so. But I do agree with the part where she says she shouldn't have said in front of the kids
No,
because
yeah.
they can. Uh, but other than that, no. Like, no, no,
No,
she's not the asshole.
like I think it would be worse if like she she wasn't doing anything. Like if she was lazy
Mhm.
and not not working, I guess. But she's like work
Yeah.
clearly she clearly has a job. She's clearly making money and her kids are fed, you know? Like it doesn't matter if you cook dinner,
Every
you buy dinner, you know?
yeah. Everything
But
seems fine. It's just people,
mhm.
the older generation just I no.
Yeah, and I she I like maybe that was a little too harsh to say to him, and it should have been something private though. But like,
Uh-huh.
she's not the asshole. But yeah, I think that's enough Reddit stories for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed some of the chisme we had, some of the scary stories we had. If you want more scary stories or chisme, we might do another episode sometime next month. So have a look out for that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes, if we have time. We might do another chisme Google Docs. Also, um we had some issues with our last podcast episode that we were going to drop a couple months ago. Actually, it was 2 months ago now that we filmed that. Okay, so that is coming out, but the twist is it's going to be an automatic because of footage issues. But it's coming, so if you want to watch that, tune in for that. We're gonna have Cycle on that episode. But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye, chismosas.
Bye.
Baila conmigo.